The magical and fairy tale city of Jaisalmer in the North Indian province of Rajasthan is like something from the 1001 Nights. The construction of the mighty fortress and subsequent creation of the city under Rajputen monarch Jaisal took place in 1155. Following the destruction of Rajputin's Bati in nearby Lodova, the clan needed a more secure place in which to live. Today, the strongly fortified Jaisalmer Palace is entered by a total of 3 mighty gates that date back to the 16th century. The impressive Jain sanctuaries within the palace were partly built in the 15th century, before the golden age of the Jaisalmers. The 4 Jain sanctuaries lead almost directly into each other, so at first sight they look like a single large temple complex. Unlike most other fortresses in northern India, the Jaisalmer fort was packed with many residential buildings, each decorated with abundant splendour. Thus, a settlement was established close to the palace and was protected by a massive double wall above the city. The location of both the fort and the Jaisalmer Palace were ideal, as from their 70-metre elevation, the view extended far beyond the borders of the city below. The heart of the old town is a lively place. Traders offer their goods for sale. The time when this city was mainly the haunt of backpackers is long gone. The exotic and oriental spell of the Jaisalmers and the city's many beautiful historic buildings now attract tourists from all over the world. The many magnificent trading buildings that are known as Haveli contain a number of fine architectural features. They once served as both the home and the workplace of the rich. As is common throughout India, cows are often seen in the streets of the old town of Jaisalmer. They are sacred and protected by the Hindu religion. As the city became an important trading centre for spices, wheat and opium, several families attained great wealth here. The former prosperity of the traders who demonstrated their power proudly and flamboyantly is still evident today in the magnificent Haveli. The facades of the buildings with their filigree adornments are like sculptures and are unique masterpieces of the stonemason's art. In addition to the profits gained from trade, the inhabitants of the Haveli also profited as money lenders. Thus they gained a good deal of political influence. When at the beginning of the 19th century the decline of Mughal rule set in, the largest trading families possessed much power. A turbulent time followed. Under the rule of the tyrant Salim Singh, the brutal and ruthless exploitation of the local population was at its height. Its formal relationship with the British Empire in 1818 finally brought order once again to this ancient caravan city. Artificial drinking water reservoirs were constructed in the desert on the edge of the city. Today, the Garisar Reservoir is a fine place to relax. Beyond the city walls are many interesting sights. On one side, the splendid Thar Desert, and on the other, the traces of this land's former monarchy. Tombs and the many magnificent cenotaphs that are decorated mainly with heroic motifs adorn the barren landscape. The cenotaphs outside Jaisalmer were not built to contain the bones of dead kings. Following ancient Hindu tradition, the dead were cremated at special ritual sites. The cremation and burial places of the former Rajputen monarchs of Jaisalmer were founded in 1554 and are situated 6 kilometers north of the city, on the road to Ramgarh. Each year, the Jaisalmer Desert Festival that is held in front of the city gates attracts a large number of enthusiastic visitors. Festively adorned camels are a reminder that the colourful era of the caravan trains that once traversed the Thar Desert and helped to create the city's wealth. The Jaisalmer kings were not only active traders, but for many centuries they also pillaged the caravans. This eventually angered the Sultan of Delhi, so in the 14th century he besieged and conquered the city. Many chose suicide and burned themselves alive rather than submit to the Sultan's army. This is one of the saddest chapters in the history of the city. Today, Jaisalmer continues to be a magical and a mystical city. Here in the center of the Thar Desert, the glittering dream of the 1001 Nights is still very much alive.